Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we look at official company reports and figure out what they really mean. Today we're diving into Viavi Solutions' latest quarterly report. Get ready for a bit of a roller coaster because it seems like they're trying to balance some exciting growth with a few financial tightropes. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come join us. The report covers the period ending in March of 2025. Let's cut to the chase. Viavi Solutions, a company specializing in network testing and optical technology, reported some interesting numbers. They're boasting about increased revenue, but a closer look shows some areas might need a bit more attention. Their total net revenue came in at 2084 times $8 million. If we compare that to the same time last year where the number was $246 million, that's a pretty nice jump of almost 16%. You can see that they are growing. Now, net income paints an even brighter picture at $19.5 million versus a loss of $24.6 million last year. That is quite the leap. Looking at gross profit, we see $160.7 million compared to $37.9 million last year. This signifies a growth in profits. However, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Looking at the cash flow statement, you'll see that net cash from operating activities is down. It is now $66 million versus $90.2 million, which tells us that even with more sales, there might be some problems with how efficiently they're managing their money. Let's move on to the balance sheet. Here we see a significant jump in goodwill from $452.9 million to $585.4 million, $185.4 million. Goodwill is basically an estimation of what they paid for an acquisition above the value of its tangible assets. This increase correlates with increase in short-term debt, jumping from $0 to $244.8 million. Now let's discuss what management had to say about their performance. They talk about ongoing geopolitical tensions and other factors on their financial results. It's the usual corporate hedging and mentioning of potential issues. It's also interesting to note that the SEC is taking a step back regarding climate risk disclosure rules. One big move Viavi made was acquiring Accession Labs, a company specializing in navigation and timing solutions, for a total consideration of approximately 134 million Tobani, 4.4 million hundred and cash, and contingent consideration of to $17.5 million reach. And solution is designed to broaden Viavi's reach and solutions, but also brings additional complexities. This acquisition has led to a big increase in their intangible assets, mainly in the form of developed technologies. This means they are betting big on the tech coming from Accession Labs. Switching gears to debt, they address their convertible notes, specifically mentioning that some notes have been retired, which impacts their earnings per share calculations. Navigating these debts is going to be a key challenge. It's also important to address what the lawyers are doing though. They do have some ongoing legal proceedings. They don't seem like huge threats, as the company believes these won't significantly impact their financials. So what's the big picture here? Viavi is confident they have enough cash to keep operating, but also state that this is impacted by several factors like access to credit markets and many more points that ultimately lead back to the global economy. Cybersecurity is also a major concern for them, as they admit they are subject to attacks. And just a final cherry on top, the dependency on a number of key customers may give these customers the upper hand in contract negotiations. There are also a lot of uncertainty in management changes. So one of my takes on Viavi Solutions is definitely making some smart moves trying to grow, like buying Accession Labs, but they're also taking on more debt and face risks in a changing world. It feels like they are trying to put themselves in a position to be a leader, but that will only work out if they can handle the challenges coming their way. Overall, I would say that Viavi has high potential but high risk, and the management has to pull the right strings to make this a success. Alright, that's a breakdown of Viavi's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.